a hero, they lock up the show. Go, whenever tomorrow, to be a hero, they lock up the show. Go, whenever tomorrow, to be a hero, they lock up. Whenever tomorrow, to be a hero, they lock up the show. Go, whenever tomorrow, to be a hero, they lock up the show. Go, whenever tomorrow, to be a hero, they lock up the show. Go, whenever tomorrow,
Bam. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show, baby. Let's go. I worked out today, the hardest workout. I do my hardest workout on Mondays. Dude, so the rest of the week is just like, just gotta go, baby. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Let's go, baby. Did you take care of your heart? Did you work out? Did you have a good night's sleep last night? Are you drinking the lemon water? Let's put the lemon into the water. Shout out to everybody here on the live. We'll decalcify that pineal gland. The acidity of the lemon goes into the stomach, turns it into an alkalinity, and it's alkaline. Lemon water is actually an alkaline substance to your body. You didn't think it was because it's a citric acid. Why? How is that happening? The lemon has a beautiful property. Drinking lemon water can pure blood, can actually clear your blood. Like, so many different things can happen. Again, I'm not a doctor. Do whatever makes you happy. I drink lemon water every single day of my life, and I don't have any enamel issues. I have no problems with my teeth. I go to the dentist. My dentist says I have some of the best teeth ever. I never get cavities, ever. So is the lemon water preventing the cavity? We don't know, but I don't get cavities ever, knock on wood. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Let's take a big sip. Let's stay hydrated. Let's get into Bitcoin. We'll show you the trade from last night that I gave on the live stream free of charge, giving you free Bitcoin setups, explaining exactly how to trade Bitcoin. It was even free on Twitter. You could have had that to yourself if you join the trading group and get the knowledge. Because if you get my updates, they don't mean much unless you don't have the system. You learn the system by joining the trading group. Let's take a big sip of the water. Let's stay hydrated. My body needed it today, baby. Let's jump into the chat just to say hi. I like to say hi. Hi to my neighbors. I wake up in the morning. I wave to my neighbors. Say good morns. Good morning. I'm in a carnivore stop trying to kill me. My man. Lemon water is so awesome. I don't drink lemons. Never have a cavity either. My man. Sometimes this guy's points are so wild. I don't know what he's mean. Best mentor in the game. Morning lifers. This one is a big sip. Every workout is the best workout ever. Amen. I love what you said there. My man. Crypto lifer equals the GOAT. Shout out to Chris Ghost in the house. Shout out to Andrew, Danny Lee, Lotmo Crypto, Yonito, Zivizella. Zivizella. Yeah. Top of the morning to you, Jared D. Everybody, God bless each and every one of you for being here. So last night, let's break it down. Let's talk about it here on Twitter X. Update from last night. Watch this. Bounce back to the upside, get rejected. If it keeps pushing fine, then the short, enter the short, The cool thing about it is it'll give us a higher entry and a better stop loss. And look, this will turn the trade into a 4.8 to 1 risk-reward ratio. So if we can get this 50-minute to pump on the entry into the short, it'll give us a better short. So I trade stochastics. The stochastics were low. Falling wedges break up 68% of the time. Let's go back to this. This was last night. I had just found out my aunt had died literally 30 minutes prior to this update. It shows that if you stick to your TA, it doesn't matter what's going on in your life. The TA will play out over time. So let's go back in time here. So this is what I was showing you here on the 15-minute time frame. And I was saying this is likely to break up because the Stokes were low. And you were about to get a break back to the upside. What we wanted to see was the double top for entry of the short, and we'd be ready to go. And I put the short entry right there at 26,060. And so you press play. The 15-minute did, in fact, break out. We did, in fact, hit the exact area for a double top with a wick up to about 26,110. If you got even higher, it would have been even better. And then, boom, the move. So that's amazing. You got to absolutely love that. And then we play, and it goes further to the downside as suggested. It even made an M here for confirmation. And you're in the money when you wake up in the morning on the short, given live last night for free. So anyway, need I toot my own horn? We call lives all the time on Bitcoin. So now look, the 15-minute struggling to get back above the 200 SMA. See this? And the 21 crossing below, that's a bearish sign when the 21 crosses below the 200 SMA. When's the last time you saw the 21 cross below the 200? Right there, we got a massive dump to the downside. I'm not guaranteeing a dump, but I'm just saying, pay attention. So when I did my update this morning for everyone in the trading group, because every morning you get an update for Bitcoin, all right? Sending a super chat for TA and deep dives, my man. 22-hour Stoke may get pinned. Any thoughts? Trevor TVA, Lifer 333 in the house. God bless you, brother. So the 15-minute is getting overbought, and we're unable to get back above. I said, look for a bearish retest of this yellow line. See this yellow line? I drew this. I talked about it to my trading group, to my students. But look, the 1 hour says that we got gas. The 1 hour says I am going to blast to the upside out of this falling wedge, and I'm just getting started. Smaller time frames have a different story, Morning Glory. You know? Let's see right here if the 7-minute will break out of a flag. And remember, today is going to be kind of like a false... It's going to act similar to False Move Monday, but with less volume. I would be very wary trading today. I really wouldn't even make huge trades until Tuesday afternoon. You know? I got liquidated right before it dropped. So sad. I'm sorry to hear that. You were using too much leverage. Lemon is quite acidic with a pH of only 2, but after digestion, it has an alkalining effect in the body. Exactly. Isn't that amazing? Doesn't make any sense. Leave it to God, baby. So look, overbought. I could still see a pump here on the smaller time frame. That's why I'll tell you what. In my lifetime, I've been like, oh, it's overbought. Let me short. I've shorted, and then the 7-minute was low, and the 7-minute pumped in my face. I'm telling you, everything that I teach you is because it's happened to me. You know, I'm not trying to, you know, I know sometimes it can be confusing over time, but this will all make sense if you just keep letting your subconscious mind soak it in. Soak it in. Soak it in. Soak it in. All right? Like when you soak almonds. Lemon has a natural sugar, not like sugar cane. LOL. A great way to stay in touch with your lifer community is to hit here, babe. We have a newsletter, babes. I'm Wendy O. What I'm saying is, baby, the newsletter, baby. So we never know what can happen to the megalomaniacs of the world, the people that own these big corporations, right? Who here trusts the big corporations? Anyone? Who here trusts big corporations? Who here trusts big corp? You know? Bobby Boucher says you're drinking the wrong water. Sugarcane isn't natural sugar. My back test on the 6-hour 20 are giving me flipping signals. Maybe headed back to 27,600 to 28,450. All right. Who here trusts big pharma, big corporate media? No. I'm asking everybody here. We have hundreds of people in the chat. Who here trusts big corp? Well, here's the deal. Right now, you know, we are all hanging out with Google, a big corp. And we never know what can happen. So please send your email address here to this email list so I will have access to my entire crew. Hey, I might want to do an exclusive retreat that I don't want to talk about online. Who knows? You never know. There may be something behind the scenes that we're doing. Put in your email address here. You'll get a newsletter every single beginning of every week, right? And so jump on in here, please. I want to make sure that I can connect to my team. I worked for years to build this community. Help me build this community. So the point is, if we don't trust corporate media, if we don't trust the big boys, all right, then it means that we never know when they could take away the community. We never know. So make sure you help me build my community on the back end. All right? I'd really, really appreciate it. That means the most to me. That I've like, this is more than just sign up for this, do that. I really, this means the world to me. So please, okay? All right. So Bitcoin getting rejected so far by 25,009 yet again. Same area of resistance. You could even just bring this up. Possibly it's just it's the top of this falling wedge. Shoulder, head, and kind of a right shoulder says we could bounce, but we're getting overbought on the 15 and the 7-minute time frames, which tells me we could start to make a drop further back to the downside. This is what we were looking for. I've actually talked about this morning. We want to see a bearish retest here and get turned back down to the downside, okay? I still have some open-minded things to show you. I'm not all bearish. I'm open-minded. I'm neither a bull nor a bear. I'm just looking at the possible trades. That is a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder, but so far it has not performed. Bit of an Adam and Eve there too on a smaller time frame. I'm using OKX to trade. What are the prices so different from VingX? OKX is horrible, man. You got to use MEXC, baby. MEXC is the place to be. If you're not using MEXC, I don't know what to tell you. I don't trade OKX, so I wouldn't be able to kind of give you pointers on it. I don't know if I have access anyway, you know? But so here is the MEXC link. All right, I'll pin it here. It's also the link to my Discord. So join the trading group today. Hit the Discord link. Join MEXC and join the Facebook group, please. We want people in that Facebook group. All right. If you join the Facebook group, we did 3 awesome Bitcoin. People were able to win Bitcoin by joining the Facebook group and doing different tasks that we asked them to do. So it's crazy the chart is dipping, going up one and down on the other. That's weird. Yeah, I would stick with MEXC, Binance US, Coinbase, and KuCoin. They all pretty much stay on the same price. You know what I mean? Like, this is a KuCoin chart. We're at 894. This is a Binance chart. We're at 894. There's a difference between maybe, 15 cents right there. But now they're both at 30 cents. Now they're both at, that's at 30, 40. They're 50 cent different now. 98.4, 98.92. But they're pretty much the same, And the oscillator should be pretty much the same too. Like 7-minute is giving us an overbought condition here. A bit of a bearish div even on the indicator telling me to be careful. And a rejection of 25,898 telling me that we're likely to possibly go further to the downside. So we woke up, we gave the update last night for a perfect nail to the downside. Now we want to see if it's worth it to stay inside the short, or are we going to get crunched? The 4-hour wants to continue to the downside, regardless of what the 1 hour says. We could end up getting a pinned 1 hour here, like something like this, and a nice massive dump down, and the 4 hour could clean us up. The one open-minded thing that I'm looking at here, and I'll be open-minded, number one, is a double bottom here. Let's look for the bullish tone. The bullish tone is this, which is interesting to me, is that we put in a low, we put in a high, we put in a higher low, no? This could be an uptrend where we put in a higher high. You see? So is everybody wrong? Is everybody freaking out like we're going further to the downside? We got talks of 8K, 9K, 10K. I mean, we got a lot of 8K people out here now. The bears are back in town. 40 is the fear and greed index today, still sitting pretty even, Steven. Not giving us much to go on. I want more fear to be able to grab more BTC. Look at this 4 hour pointing to the downside. And I mean, if you historically look at the 4 hour and you look at all the times the 4 hour was curving down like that, and it crossed the dotted line, we got a nasty dump. So probability says that we'll go further down. And you go like, no. You're like, oh, let's go through it then. Here is the 4 hour curving. It crossed the dotted line right here. We would go sideways and get one of the nastiest dumps Bitcoin's had in its life, really. You know what I mean? Here, we would curve to the downside, and Bitcoin would get a nasty dump right here. Here, we would curve, cross the dotted line. Bitcoin would get a nasty dump. That's 3 for 3. 1, 2, 3. Here, we would curve right there. Nasty dump. Even a little curve right there, and we dumped. We started at 26.2 and we were at 25.9 when that little curve was over. How about this curve here? Boom, one of the nastiest drops. How about this curve here, the dotted line? Down. You're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, down. 9 even took a downturn there. 10, 11, 12, 13 for 13. So if Bitcoin does a dump here, it'll be 1 out of 14 times that it doesn't do it. You get it? So I'm trying to tell you why I trade the way I trade, and it's pretty dang simple, isn't it? I just don't go against the grain. All right? How do you get to the bottom line you're looking at? I don't know what he's saying. This is the stochastics RSI. Okay? Shout out to the beautiful people on the live. How many people we got learning and burning and turning their minds today? We got 472 people, 141 likes. It is Labor Day. I almost wanted to take the day off out of retrospect for Labor Day. You know what I mean? Okay. So the 4 hour says that we go further down. All right. Technically hugging a double bottom, though. We did not make a lower low yet. So right now there's strong support on the 4 hour. Kind of right where we're at. Let's see where this candle, you just hover the candles. This candle closed at 25,872. Yeah, 25,872. That's insane. So we're on strong 4 hour support. We lose this support, we're going to drop to the next support zone, which is right here at 25,800 for the 4 hour time frame. All right, this is the KuCoin chart. I got the bigger idea for you here on the weekly too, just in case you needed it. We lose this 25.9 area. We have a little bitty ledge at 25,300, but then it's 24,280. We lose 24,280, 21.9, 21.9 to 20,009, 20,009 to a tiny shelf at 19,589, and then it's 19,100 basically, 97. And then we could even go even lower down to 17,234. I'm open-minded. Could we break this low? It's very unlikely based on the bullish divergence on the weekly chart. Just very unlikely. We'll probably make a low, but it'll probably be higher than that low. And again, there's no guarantees. I'm basing this off years and years of data on multiple assets that all had weekly bullish divergence. We also have a halving coming up, but you never know. It's funny, I was watching someone talk about the fact that we were in a similar market to like Amazon's bubble. But like Amazon doesn't have a halving every 4 years. You know what I mean? One thing I will tell you though is there are going to be diminished returns of the halving, right? This is going to be one of the biggest returns of the halving, right? Bitcoin's going to go from, I believe, 12, right, to 6. The next halving, it goes from 6 to 3. And then the halving after that, it's just a 1.6. So like, and then after that, it's just 8. So the point 8. So the point is like, I mean, Bitcoin's going to be, in 16 years from now, Bitcoin's going to be so scarce, it's going to be ridiculous. All right? So I don't know if the demand rises. I honestly trying to figure out what goes on here. But the price of a Bitcoin will go up so much due to demand, I believe it'll still be profitable to mine, even if millions of people have to split one Bitcoin, right? So these are your big levels for Bitcoin. Just want to break it down for you, just so you see what's happening here. And just be careful. I mean, the 1 hour is bullish, and you got a double bottom here. So unless you break this low at 25,831, you still have a chance, to bring it up a little higher. But I'll go for the wicks, 25,830 to 25,840. That whole area could be a bounce. So we watch the smaller time frames. They got to break back above this resistance here at 25,900. BOOKMAP just giving us kind of the same data it's been giving us for the last few days. And the market's flat. Trust me, New York is closed, man. They're not at their desk today. They're not going to be throwing money at the market. They all open up a little crypto account on the side and start throwing money around. Shout out to Tom. At a crossroads, two roads perfectly correlate at one point. But that doesn't mean they take you to the same place. How long would it take to buy up all the coins and never let the price go up? 19,200 area, I believe, is the 786 from the bottom at the end of December. Always follow the road less traveled. If more and more people hodl, what's left to trade? Send in your super chat for a deep dive or TA on your altcoins. I got a tiny little muscle pulled in the back of my quad today. Just a tiny one. Bad money drives good money out of circulation. Yeah. Send in your super chats for a deep dive or TA on your altcoins. Thank you for saying that. Join the trading group. Hit the Discord. Learn how to trade MEXC. Where we trade MEXC all day long on MEX futures. 0 spot maker and taker fees. 0 future maker fees. We have a class the last Saturday of every month I teach class, which is the basically beginners of it all. And it's leg day for me, Frank. You're funny. I do legs every day, man. I do squats probably 3 times a week. I'm doing heavy squatting. Bad money pump this week. If I did a whole leg day, I would barely be able to walk. But I was doing heavy squats this morning. We could be in the same situation as we were at 15, 19, 24A, and everyone thought we were going lower, and it bounced when everyone got bearish. Chris goes, Crypto Lifer has made me so much money in the last 18 months. It would be good karma for you, man. Think about it. If you did that, think about the good things that people would do for you. So that's the whole point of my Discord. If I really made you tons of money, join the Discord, help someone else. There's going to be beginners in there that you could help. You know, you could be like, here, you could be like, hey, stay disciplined to Sam's. You could help me teach others. Okay? Now that you got your head on tight and you've learned from me, and that's the point. Other people are like, hey, join my trading group. And everyone's in there and you got tons of beginners. No. I want people that have learned from the actual live stream to then head back into the trading group to help others. I see it all the time. It's a completely different business model that I've created than anything I've ever seen online. It's unbelievable. So thank you. Every day is upper body day, my man. Did arms today. Oh yeah. I did an insane workout. Like insane. I'll take off the sound here. This is my workout. Speed it up too, right? All right. It starts with burpees and push-ups. Dude, you will be covered in sweat by the end of this thing. I'm telling you right now. And I don't even do the 5-minute workout, the 5-minute rest in the middle. I just take like a minute and a half rest. It's a lot of push-ups too. Whatever, you guys aren't here to look at the workout, but this is what I did this morning, man. It's got me like, and I do this every single Monday morning. Oh my God. It's a half an hour. You will be so ripped if you do this every day. I'm telling you right now. I'm not every day, but if you build it into your regular workout, you know what I mean? You burn fat. You end up doing so many push-ups and pull-ups. Dude, you will be covered in sweat. Then we're doing the jumps and the squats and the jumps and the squats. If anyone wants to get in shape, I'll get you into shape. I'll get your lats up. I'll get your tris up. I'll get your thighs big. I'll get your calves cut. My workouts will get your whole entire body on another level. Okay? No joking, man. Then this one, the one I like, this is the hardest one right here. These are get your thighs going. You do 10 sets, you do like 7 sets of these intermittently. Dude, your thighs burn at the end of this to the point of no return. And there's no, look, then right into push-up. Right in, it is nonstop, man. Look at, he's covered. I was covered in sweat by the end. Killer body workout, man. Every single Monday. I love that thing. So here we are again, struggling to get back above 25,890. Kind of seems like yesterday, right? Look at this chop for BTC. 15-minute likely to come back down. So it's kind of like yesterday. Remember when we waited for the 15-minute to make a double top and then we took the short? Well, let's see if we can wait for the 15-minute to make a double bottom. And then we can take the long. So wait for the 15-minute to reset right here. And there's a chance we get this move. We get a higher low. And then the 1 hour cleans us up to the upside. Right? This will end up making a falling wedge. Very similar to last night, how this made it, what would look like a rising wedge before it broke down. So I'm watching to see if the 50-minute can break us down. Seven-minute also corroborates with a bearish divvy here to the downside. All right. And price action is just flat. And so let's break it down again. A 4-hour wants to move to the downside. However, I've traded a 4-hour and shorted when the daily looks like this, and I've gotten stopped out horribly. So I've learned my lesson, and I'm attempting to teach you that you should wait out this 1 hour. Now I've also gone into the 4-hour, never looked at the 1 hour at all, just put a stop loss like a little bigger up in here, and just didn't care about the 1 hour at all. The 1 hour maybe did its pump and all that, but I never got stopped out, and I won the trade too. There's 2 different ways to trade it. You do whatever makes you happy. Bring this in the 4-hour, you got this, you're basically in a symmetrical triangle with almost ascending triangle vibes in a way, but you got a symmetrical triangle here for Bitcoin, all right? It tells me you're going to get tighter and tighter, and usually if you dumped into it, and with the Stokes high, symmetricals are 50-50, and with the Stokes high, it tells me we could go lower. Again, that could be the divergence that we're looking for. We may come down, but never go as low as this low. And the daily, like we're looking for the daily to make a bullish divergence, which it kind of is attempting to do, but maybe even a better one. Like it might come down a little more. And then we'll have this swing low to this swing like this. And this will be a downtrend. And we get ourselves a daily divergence for a break back to the upside. All right. We pull the fibs here. We got a golden pocket at 24,000 and some strong support. If we wick down to this area and make a daily divergence, we could get ourselves a nice break further to the upside. This is an area that I am looking at, my 0.65 and my 0.68 Fibonacci level. What if we wick down to this 7862, 22.4? I mean, this whole area is something that's very, very possible to load up. The whales are trying to get cheaper prices before these ETFs get approved. JP Morgan says it's likely they will. He's usually not going to play games, so let's break it down again. The 4-hour wants to break to the downside. However, it would be keen to wait out at least the 1 hour for a bearish retest. Now, we don't have to wait exactly for the Stokes to reset all the way, but we want to see that the 1 hour can't get back above previous resistances. There's support right there, so that would be your previous resistance, which is 25.9, and we've been talking about it for days. The 15-minute is now getting overbought, suggesting that we make a move to the downside. All right? There's a chance that we could open up the bottom of this here, and we just make a double bottom on the 15 and still somehow break out. Right now, the 7 of the 15 are suggesting a move to the downside. And so I wouldn't long anything, and we just bearishly retested the area. Short is still in play. No reason to stop the short, in my humble opinion. And there's a chance that, now if the 7 and the 15 decide to make a lower low here, that's telling us that the 4 hour is pinning us, and the 1 hour probably will let go. So the smaller time frames can give us the insight as to what's going to happen when we have conflicted Stokes on the 1 hour and the 4 hour. You understand? And if you just stick to your support or resistance and you stay really true to it, then it's going to be a lot easier for you to not use emotions and do what you're supposed to do. We have a point of control here, too, at 25.8. If we lose that, you're falling further. You're making a new low down to the value area low at 25.3. Bitcoin wants 25,000. All right. He said, I am long now. Smaller time frames are attempting to put in a higher low. All right. So I have two scenarios that I was going with. First, we have the short that we opened last night that you could A, take profits from on the low, or stay in to see where it goes. Move the stop loss to break even and find out where it goes. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying you should be taking is financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor and do your own due diligence before getting into any project, coin, or trade. And there's two looks here, like this look. Which is we're in like this symmetrical triangle with the falling wedge there, right? And I'm just drawing this other trend line to show you that if we break down, that could be the divergence. That's all. I'm just preemptively building a divergence before it happens. You'll start doing this when you get really good at divergence. All right. So sad. We'll see what God allows to happen. Shout out to Diablo. Anything will happen, man. We might go to 8. You never know. I'm ready to hold my Bitcoin no matter what and never give it up. So I am ready for the hardest battle of my life to become a multi-millionaire. They're not going to make it easy. They're going to try to rip it out of our cold, dead hands. I mean, they're not going to make it easy. This is, if you're not ready for a battle of monumental proportions, then I don't think you're ready for cryptocurrency, baby. So I'm here for the long haul. This is not just technical analysis. I repeat, I'm creating a mentally strong group of people that are going to push to their goals no matter what. That can't be moved, that can't be broken, that can't be scared, because I'm so full of God's energy and love that I could not live in fear. Fear just does not exist to me. It doesn't make sense. The frequency of fear was created by someone trying to keep you where they wanted you. Okay? The 9 to 5, the 40-hour work week, it was all created for you to stay inside of a pocket. That's why it's funny. I love Labor Day. And shout out to everybody that works today. And shout out to people that got to take the day off, right? But happy Labor Day. Let us be reminded where Labor Day came from. It was a violent time in history of the American labor movement. Attempts to violently put down strikers were common, and the Pinkertons gained their infamy for their strike-breaking efforts on behalf of various robber barons. They don't really like to talk about it, though. The efforts of these various labor reps and unions eventually won out, and things like the 40-hour work week were eventually put into effect. A lot of things that we take for granted came out of the workers' movement in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. The price for these gains was a significant amount of blood and death on behalf of the union members and workers throughout the country. To some degree, Labor Day is a celebration of the brave people who stood up to the cruel bosses and demanded better conditions and pay for themselves. Never take what's given. Always speak up for yourself. Always fight for yourself. Always have respect for yourself. Do not let anybody tell you that you should work and eat dirt. Have pride for yourself, believe in yourself, and live in love. These men stood up against, and you know what? We still are stuck in a bind of the bourgeoisie of the 40-hour work week. It is time we break free. It is time we all follow our dreams. It is time each and every one of us stopped living a zombie life. I was in a zombie life in my cubicle. I knew I couldn't be there. I was sick every day. I had so much to give, so much passion, and so much inside to go and just push out to the world. I saw so many people doing it too, and I said, I could do this if I just got out of my fear, if I just got out of my way, if I just got out of my depression. I can get out of here. You know what I mean? And so when I sat there and really thought about it, I said, man, I am in control of this life. It is me who is imprisoning myself through my mind. It is time to push out. You know? Right? I'm an entrepreneur since 16 years. I never trusted the system, got fired 3 times, and started my own. Exactly. Someone at my company that's been there 10 years hasn't got a raise, and I've been there 3 months and asked for one and got it. Closed mouths don't get fed. My dad told me every time I come to my dad after a year, like, did you ask for a raise? I'm like, oh, I wasn't, I was young, 22, you didn't ask for a raise? He said, I wouldn't hire any guy who didn't want a raise. I'd think there was something wrong with him mentally. That's what my dad would say. And I was like, he's like, I mean, if he doesn't want a raise, it means he's not confident, it means he can't speak up. Why do I want a guy in my company that doesn't want a raise? That means there's something wrong with him. He said, why don't you go in tomorrow, you ask for a raise. So anyway, and that's how I was raised. No pun intended. Asking for a raise. I was raised asking for a raise over here. Sammy Price. The guy's a hustler. You put me in 1,000 people in the war, I'm coming out in the mud, baby, and I'm carrying everyone out with me. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on in. Shout out to Twitter X. Shout out to the 17,000 posts that I made. 17,800 posts. 17,100 followers. CryptoLifer.com. We don't bring it up enough. Check it out. We're working on a new website. Building it, baby. Building it. It should be coming out, I believe, this week. Currently open for September enrollment. Jump on in today. You can join my trading group through my website, CryptoLifer.com, through an amazing portal. See what we have to offer. Find out what's going on. And just learn what we have in the trading group. Shout out to everybody here. And may you stay blessed and amazed. Let's keep it moving. So Bitcoin. What's my call for the day? Well, my call is short if we can't get back above 25,900. I mean, simple. Simply put, right? Flagging out, 5 minutes getting low. You have this you have a complex inverted head and shoulder going on. Got a shoulder, kind of double head, shoulder. These technically make symmetrical patterns. Bit of a double bottom there too, with a slight higher low, but the 1 hour looks horrible. So I got mixed signals. And I don't know where Bitcoin's going to go. I would stay in the short unless we get, if we get back inside this pattern, then I'd probably end it short because there's a chance we run up back to the top. But as long as we don't go back to the pattern, as long as we stay above 25.9, I see no reason to close the short. So, love is the new money. Listen to it from Andy Grammer. You must listen to this. Love is the new money. I will do, man. Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. Liquidity at 25.8 under low. Yep. It is a bullish inverted head and shoulder. It's a complex inverted head and shoulder with a double head on it too. It's interesting. Shout out to everybody here. Master Friend, the king of the my man. Can you look at ARPA? As traders, you need to anticipate price. Don't be scared. Shout out to Diablo, my man. I love you. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Scared money. Don't make no money. Just got it from a bird hunt, my man. Shout out to Satoshi Love. Shatoshi Love. That's so funny. Shout out to BitMac. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Shout out to Rudy. If we won't have workers, people in the factory, how do we expect to get food and stuff? Don't be stupid. Can't wait to see someone post 3 clips when this guy is running for president. Future vote right there. If everyone would do this trading job successfully, world would go round and round. It would go collapse. If everyone was a successful trader, I quit my job 6 months ago because I held true to how I value. I will tell you though, I was part of the workforce at one point in my life. You know, I worked at a fair doing trash, right? I directed cars at a fair. I worked at Radio Shack for a quick 3 weeks. It didn't last too long. I worked at a couple of restaurants. It didn't last too long. I worked at night shift for a long time. I did a lot of different things. You know what I mean? So, yeah, despite this, I see Bitcoin going to the downside. You know, I'm more bearish than bullish. I mean, that isn't inverted, but market's a mess, in my humble opinion, and the 1 hour is going to take you down. I mean, the 4 hours is going to take you down, excuse me. To me, that 4 hours wants to push us further. Got some wickage. And don't expect crazy movement. We could be sideways all day long. 4 hours slowly come on down and we'll lose nothing. We'll just go sideways. If you lose this low, look for a lower high for another short to the downside. If you keep this high, look for a short to break this. So it's very simple. If you come down here and you make this lower low, look for price to come on up and then short the lower high. If price keeps this higher low, then look for divergence, find a flag on the 1 hour somewhere in here, and long for the next break of the higher high. Because if it makes a higher low, then it's assuming you'll make a higher high. If it makes a lower low, then you have to assume it'll make a lower high. This is trend analysis right here in front of you. All right, and there's Bitcoin dropping. Bit of an M pattern right there. Look at that. And look, you got rejected by 25.9. Really simple stuff here, right? How many times have I said this? It's just crazy. And it's annoying price action. Like, this could be chop. So I said you everything I could. I gave you the weekly levels. I talked about the 3-day being below the 200 SMA, which is bearish. The one bullish thing that I've seen, that I've brought up a few times now, is we still are holding on to a swing down here on the RSI, a sharp swing down, and a swing up here on price action, which is hidden bullish divergence, which tells me that the trend will continue to the upside. So, only time will tell. Let's take a look at the NQ. I got a lot of people trading the NQ today in different phases here. So the 3-day on the NQ suggested we would get a move to the upside. I had this falling wedge breaking up just like 4 or 5 days ago, right? Why did I say, well, we had low stochastics curving to the upside. We got it, but we could double top here. All right, we did get a golden cross too on the 3-day, which is pretty bullish. All right, so this is in a way better spot than Bitcoin. It's above its 200 SMA. Bitcoin could be ahead of itself, you know. This is above its 200 SMA. Moving averages are curving. We usually do come and test this 200 SMA. I'm just going to delete my old work for clarity and the moving averages for a second. Look at price action all by itself. I'm going to show you something that's going to blow your mind today, too. If everyone stays tuned, what time is it right now? 10:53? At 11:15, remind me, I am going to show you something that'll blow your mind. How all markets do the same thing over and over again. I'm going to teach you and show you. Your mind's going to blow up. All right. I've never showed this to Master Friend. I've never showed this to anyone in the trading group. I used to show this on the live stream. Some OG traders have seen this if you've watched me for a long time. I'm about to show you something in the charts that I found out years ago that'll make you shiver in your pants. In your panties. Sorry, I shouldn't say panties, but it will. All right? I just try to make you laugh. I'm sorry. Well, you got to do it right. You can get away with anything if you say if you put the bounce in there. You know what I mean? A little extra. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here on a Labor Day. 521 souls, 239 likes. If you were here last night, you were able to catch a exact analysis of how to trade BTC. And so maybe today you'll get the same thing. And we'll look back tonight and say, hey, look, what we talked about earlier today. So levels for the NQ to watch, right? Key takeaway zones. So we got the high at 16,768, secondary high at 15,990, which we made July 14th, July 15th, or was July 19th. Came back down for a beautiful bounce. We retested this area, right? And had we lost that zone, we were going to come and test 14,129, 13,656, all right? If you remember correctly, NQ follows the S&P quite very, very literally. And we called this bullish divergence here on the weekly that was the bottom for the S&P back in October. Right in here. I was on a plane when I found it. And the guy next to me, I was so ecstatic. It was like a scientist learning, and the guys, and I'm like, the dude next to me happened to know someone I knew out of complete coincidence, and we were half talking, and I looked at him, I said, man, if you're in the markets, I said, not financial advice, but I said, this indicator is telling me that the S&P's bottoming right here. And that was a massive move in the stock market from October to now. People made massive gains out of this. A lot of people in my trading group were trading the NQ and just making tons of money. So, you can trade anything in my trading group. We trade Forex now. We trade the NQ. We're expanding out of cryptocurrency. I know I'm the crypto lifer, but we've been in a bear market, and there's money in other markets. I'm a hustler. I'm going to find the money no matter where it is. So we've been expanding, and you're going to see me talking about stocks and cryptocurrency more than ever in the next quarter and moving on into 2024. So once the bull market gets on, I'll probably get so distracted by crypto, I'll move on. But, hey, there's money to be made out here. So look, just looking at that alone tells you that we could possibly continue to the upside. The 3-day chart also is just getting started. So, and I've played this on a 1 minute, on the 15, and these have played out. That's a very beautiful trend line to the upside. But moving averages help, because moving averages can tell you, look, you just got a golden cross there. That is a bullish sign for the NQ. Again, we will have a little trouble at 16.65, but I like what I'm seeing for the NQ overall for the next 2 to 3 weeks for a possible continuation to the upside. That golden cross, the last time we had one on the 3-day chart was like right before a massive bull rally right here. And that would be a bottom in 09. We would never even come close to that low. Does that mean we're going to print money to no end? I'll tell you what, we could even be doing something like this. We could double top and consolidate and break on out, So I'm bullish because I know they have to print money. Nobody talks about it. No one brings it up. Everyone keeps deflecting. No one brings up the banking system and the issues. Everyone's so focused on bearish Bitcoin, but they're not talking about the repo market. They're not talking about the lending rate. They're not talking about the issues in the economy that have been brushed under the rug and no one wants to discuss. You know what I mean? So we discuss them here on the channel every day. We talk about the fact that it takes one more bank to be insolvent, one more issue, okay? And that's going to bring us to the DXY and tether dominance and stuff like that. So right now, you're about to get a golden cross of the 4-hour, Not the worst, not the best, they're latent signals, but and you got a little bit of bearish div there, but you're starting to consolidate. And maybe we make like a little bit of a flag here, but I like the NQ consolidating right here. All right. 1 hour's coming down. Looks like a nice short on the NQ will play out today. So if you want to make some money, find a bearish flag here on a smaller time frame and just continue that move further to the downside possibly, right? Here was this was probably the move of the day. I would have been in it, if you traded the NQ, you trade that bear flag. It's so simple on the 1 minute. Get in right there with high stochastics, take your money, and get out. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can keep it so simple. Give and draw supporter resistance right here. Mark your levels that are key to you. Thank you so much for the subscriber or the subscription or the super chat or whatever that is. I'll take a look at a second. Thank you so much. Gifting a membership, I'm sure it was. Usually that creates a bunch of ringer rings. Thank you so much. Gifting 10 memberships. AYS, you're the man, dude. Thank you so much for doing that. May God bless you for gifting 10 memberships to Lifers. And I love watching Lifers just grab them up. Let's see who grabbed up the memberships here. We see JW Gaming grabbed it up. NY Guy 30 grabbed it up. Faha Foha grabbed it up. My man, you've been here for a long time. You deserve that. Mike Volumer grabbed it up. 300 Lifestyle 200 grabbed it up. Dan Van Beaton grabbed it up. My man. Rudy grabbed them up. Wow, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for becoming a new member of the Crypto Lifer live stream. We appreciate you for jumping on in. All right. And there's Bitcoin just kind of hanging out at 25,850 where it hung out all day yesterday. Sideways, boring price action. NQ taking a tumble to the downside. All right. Now you're looking for divergence. And that's a pretty good one right there, honestly. Sharp downtrend with flat. That's a pretty good divergence. Likely going to get a bit of a bounce there on the NQ. Great time to take some profits. Call it a day. If you traded that short, you could call it a day. I know how you guys trade with your leverage and your stuff. I mean, that's all you needed. That's all you needed right there. And look, you even had a point of control that you lost the POC. Like, that's so easy. 1 minute POC, right? Fall to the downside, measured move, length of the pole. I shouldn't say easy. Nothing's easy in trading. Simple is the case. It was simple to see that occurring. All right. You lost the point of control up here too with bearish divergence. That was the time to short, and the moving averages were far apart. See how the curving 21? You can learn new strategies. I get it, but don't dispel the simple strategies right in front of you too as well. You know what I mean? People get too heady, and all you have to do is that's simple. That's RSI, price action, moving averages, MACD. You know what I mean? Stochastic. Even the stochastic called out the bearish div right there for you. This indicator calls out the divergences for you. Look, it called out a long right there. Called it a short right there. I don't trust it. Look, it tried to call that divergence there. It was a divergence, but it wasn't strong enough to get us through the zone. All right. Look at the bounce there on the NQ. Now it's bouncing. How did I know that? Because that's a strong divergence. That would be a perfect time to close a short, in my humble opinion, on a smaller time frame scalp. Anyway, so I've kind of showed you what I believe, what the charts convey. Who cares what I believe? What the charts convey to the NQ. Horribly, though, it is in a reversal diamond pattern now. Came in from the bottom, should break down. It's weird. But there's nothing wrong with that, and it could just make this flag. Still break on out. Moving averages are still a little far apart, which tells me we may have to get tighter somewhere down here. So long term, I see a bigger bullish move, but I do see a pullback for the NQ on the smaller time frames. Okay. Let's take a look at US Tether dominance. All right. Crypto cap, baby. All right, Tether dominance was in the diamond, fell to the downside, made a flag. Let's break this down now. Get rid of my scribble work here. It makes sense when I'm drawing it out, but I have to draw it out. I'm a visual learner, so I teach visually. I want to think it through for you while I'm doing it. I want you to be able to see that, right? It's interesting. It's kind of like a falling wedge that broke out, but this is a rising wedge that broke back inside. Very interesting. What if Tether dominance could make a bigger move up and continue? Act like it never left the pattern. It's still inside the pattern. Got a bearish divvy here, though, still in place, too, which isn't, which is pretty bearish. All right. I broke out of that falling wedge. Isn't that interesting? All right, so you hit the top of a channel. Resistance, resistance, resistance. To me, that says you're going to come back down. Now, if this breaks up and retests, watch out. That means Bitcoin's going to be dumping hard. So if we get a break out of this level, we come down and we retest. Bitcoin will likely be doing a bearish retest, and you're going to get a nasty drop. If we stay inside here and start to drop down, that could hold the case that Bitcoin actually did do that swing low bottom and has temporarily bottomed for now and is on its way to make that higher high, you know? So this is going to be something we're going to watch very, very closely. I'll keep an alert here on it, and we'll watch this very, very closely, all right? Because if tether dominance does breach, most likely it comes down. Pattern trading 101, top, bottom, top, bottom, top. It's coming back to the bottom, right? But you see the daily is a little oversold and the stochastics has some legs. 3-day chart says, no way, we're done. We're coming back down. So the 3-day chart is bullish for Bitcoin, bearish for U.S. tether dominance. We want to make sure we do not get back above 8.26. I would write that down, all right? 8.26 is a key level we don't want to get back above. Remember, in 10 minutes, I'm going to show you something that's going to blow your mind that you've never... I'm telling you, it is something that no YouTuber's ever shown you, except for me. I've shown it before. It's something I didn't learn from anybody else. It's something I learned in the charts one day, and it absolutely blew my mind. I see it right now. I see it all the time. I'm going to show you it. It's going to freak you out. You're going to wonder if you live in a matrix or some type of amalgamated reality. You really are going to question your reality here when I finish with this. It's at 11:15. Team, clip it out. I believe we've clipped this out in the past, but I haven't shown this in 2 years. I used to show this once every couple of weeks when I first found it. It will blow your mind. It blows my mind every time. I actually just remembered it, and I haven't thought about it in a year or something. So I figured, I got a new class of people here watching. I'm going to show you. So I cook up. I am not your regular technical analyst. My brain is just really different, and I come from just a very strange way of looking at things, very unique perspective. And so even the way I run my company, the way we became successful, giving value away every single day until we be able to bring people back into value. You know what I mean? Everyone creates a product online, pays for advertising, tries to sell the product. No. We just created myself online. The brand created itself over time. We just kept giving back to people until the value was there. We outsold many online businesses in revenue without ever having to buy a piece of advertising. I've done something that's almostly like pretty amazing. And it's, YouTube, it is cryptocurrency. I know where my bread is buttered. I'm not stupid, but it's the consistency and the day-and-day process and the way I went about it. And you can learn from me about business. You can learn how to entrepreneur from me. I'm telling you, just watch every single day. Create a product, give value before people pay you. Just keep giving value. Find new ways to produce value. Every day, rack your brain of how to give away free value, and people will love you. People will tell other people about you. You will get so much word of mouth publicity and so much love in your life. You will never have to worry about a thing again. You're going to have to stay disciplined. You're going to have to work out, keep the mind, body, and soul together. And I'm telling you right now, things are going to open up for you in a way you never thought possible. Stay ready, stay focused, stay dedicated. The 3 Ds, the desire. First, you start with the desire to change your life. Okay? Then you got to have the dedication to want to do it every single day. Stay dedicated. And then you have to have the discipline to keep doing it even when you don't feel like doing it, even when you don't feel like it's there, even when you're not in the best mood. So everybody, I'm going to say something that's pretty wild right now. To me, I believe Bitcoin's going to make a big break to the upside. Everyone's looking at me, why? Well, number one, I'm a simple guy that trades support and resistance. This was a resistance right here. Resistance. We hit resistance here. We came. Right now we're SR flipping that resistance. So if we hold this level, Bitcoin dominance is going to make a move to the upside. Now, if Tether dominance and Bitcoin dominance both go up, fine. Then Bitcoin's could take a dump. So it's not all great. But Tether dominance and Bitcoin dominance are juxtaposed, right? They really are. Hello had a little bit of a pump there. I was looking at it earlier. But if we look at tether dominance on the 3-day chart, and we look at Bitcoin on the 3-day chart, you can see tether dominance is overbought. Extended than the MACD, you know. And it even has, oh my God, look at this, everybody. Swing down to swing down, swing up to swing up. Hidden bearish divergence. Thank you for jumping on in, becoming a member, another member, jumping on into the live stream. God bless you. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. 294 likes, 554 people on the live. Is there a reason you're afraid of the like button? Are you afraid that you might slip and sprain your finger? I know you might just, you know, there's a chance because you're on your way down. It's like a 1,000-foot drop, right? It's like, whoa. It could scare a lot of people, right, living in fear. But the idea is, I mean, you're not afraid, right? You're not afraid to hit this, right? This doesn't scare you, right? Hit that like button. You'll be cool as a cucumber. And you'll get good karma for hitting that like button too. So look, the 3-day chart suggests that we get rejected here and we break to the downside. All right? And Bitcoin dominance suggests that we break to the upside. When Bitcoin dominance wants to break up and Tether dominance wants to break down, it means money's going to leave Tether, okay, and flow into Bitcoin. And look, there's the dump to the downside for Bitcoin. Shorts are still in the money. As I said, no reason to leave the short whatsoever. Dumb peasy, baby. Dumb peasy. 4-hour taking over. See? 4-hour pressing. 4-hour pressing. 1 hour being pinned. See that? We went over this. The 1 hour will stay pinned. The 4 hour will press. We will break that low. Now we've broken the low. Beautiful, right? And there is why I opened the short last night and we said to remain short. Put out the short idea. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be trading much today because I'm going to be with family. My aunt died. You know what I mean? You know? Yeah, today's the last day before school, man. Shout out to Crypto Billy, man. I'd love to post a picture, but I because of the kids, I'll keep it all. But I would love, you're the man, dude. I can't wait to have a bunch of grandkids, man, to take my kids out. You're the man, dude. God bless you, brother. Actually, I mean, I can't wait. I want to go through life succession, but you know what I mean? Everybody, if you're not ready for leverage mastery, jump on into this class. Become a leverage master. Advanced strategies and risk management. 99 members gain access to the Leverage Master Discord section, follow-up mentoring sessions, and exclusive leverage alpha. Only $150 for serious traders to reach the next level. You do have to be on the trading group to join, but this will blow your mind. I would like you to be in the trading group at least for a couple weeks and take my beginner's course, get acclimated to what's happening, and then take your trading to the next level. Or just, I mean, I don't want to say next level because it could downplay, but add to your trading strategy. Like, there's just more than one strategy out there. And this couples exactly with what I teach. You're going to have to know Fibonacci to understand how to nail this. You're going to have to know your divergences to understand how to nail this. If you take this class and you really don't know your divergences and your Fibonacci's, this will probably might be tough for you, you know? So, but it doesn't mean you can't jump in and just begin and then just keep posting. Anyone who has the will to learn. I'll tell you what, I got a lot out of this class and I've been trading for 15 years. You'd be pompous to think that you weren't going to get a lot out of this class. Shout out to all the new members and all the awesome, I mean, I'm hearing a ring every 5 seconds. My gosh. Thank you so much. What is going on here? This thing is just blowing up. Thank you for all the new members jumping on into the live. Wow, the chat is out of control today. Board type crow for the $10. This dude get 50? Oh my God. That's why. We're going to have to hear this ring 50 times. I'm loving it though. Let's go. 50 people. Everyone jump on in. AYS gifted 50 lifer memberships. What a way to give, dude. Unbelievable. Then he gave another 10. This is out of control. He wants everyone to be a member. He wants everyone to be. I've never seen this on any. I've never seen communities take care of a community in this way. Like, this is insanity. 50 people getting a membership today. This is out of control. You're the man, dude. I think that's $5. I think you donated $250 or more, and then another $300 to the channel. If I'm right, if I'm correct, I'd have to look at the revenue at the end of the stream. It doesn't compute it as chat revenue, but it is stream revenue. I mean, you're the man, dude. Dude, We've never seen anything like this before. We've actually, I mean, Hannah King came through with 10. Someone came through with 10. But bam, bam, bam. I hope you won the short. Profits are strong, and I love your content. People should be here. My man, God bless you. Thank you so much. See, what happens is people learn my strategy, and then they make money, and then they know for a fact that other people should be here because they see it. My aunt died yesterday, too, at 4 in the afternoon, and almost the same time, I had to call an ambulance for my mom. Dude, that's so weird, man. We don't know when she died, but we found that's when the police went in, you know. Bitcoin broke 25.8. Yes, it did. We're watching it right here on the live, right? And there you have the break to the downside, and we called the short for you. We were not long. I wasn't waking up like, let's long this, guys. Let's go for a nice long all the way to the upside. Yeah, you know? Nope, not even close. And everyone, just keep grabbing the memberships. If you don't know how, grab them up. We don't want to leave them out. You know what I mean? Figure out how to get one. If you don't know how to grab a membership, ask a friend and say, hey, I don't know how to grab a membership. DM someone in the Discord. All right? Dude, people just keep grabbing them up. This is unbelievable. 613 people on the live. 347 people. Thank you so much. Have to accept gifts from the green present icon. I don't even know how to accept the gifts either, so I don't even know how to do it. How do you grab a membership? Someone please, right now, film it, put it in the Discord, and let me put the film out. People need to know. We got to walk through people through it. It is a membership for a private, you know, we're gonna start doing a private stream. All right. I actually went to do it the other day. I just wasn't sure how to do it. That's the only reason I didn't do it yet. All right. Click the present and accept. Click the present and then hit accept. False Delp Monday. Time to take some profits. I know. Look at that. 25,271. But that's what I've been learning about the shorts lately. They're fast. The shorts happen quick. You know, because I've been shorting more than ever, so I've been learning more about shorts. And my mind obtains like 90% of what it reads. Like, look, I look at Jason Casper's tweet once yesterday. 2,000 steps, lifted heavy weights, read Romans, you know what I mean? And made 3 YouTube videos. Like, I could still remember exactly what the tweet said. You know what I mean? And I didn't even have that much sleep yesterday. And I only looked at it one time. You got to click the green upper in the chat and then accept, receive. Dang, not working. Great live stream. So now you want to know, is this going to continue to the downside, right? So you switch to the smaller time frames. And look, now you're in a rising wedge in the 1 minute. And that's likely going to continue to dump. And so, like, that's a nice short right there. And you know, you could say, do we double bottom? But we've lost key levels. Now we're bearishly retesting the levels that I talked about. And we went over the bearish retest of 25,900 earlier today, which we did right there. This is like textbook short. You know what I mean? And then look at that, going further. That's about to dump further down. My measured move takes us even further down here to 25,667. All right. BOOKMAP also corroborates that we have a low down here. And BOOKMAP also said we go lower than higher. Remember that? This thing wants 25,000. All right. Memberships all around. You have to do it on every channel. Enabling doesn't enable it for all channels. So it's now time to short at 500x. I can't tell you what to do, man. You do whatever makes you happy. What do the different colors mean? Is there a difference in the color? Yes, the darker red. And then, oh my God, Crypto Billy, man. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Yo, we're going to freaking hear the ring for the rest of the day. We have to turn the ring. Oh, did the ring stop? Look, the ring. I feel like the ring stopped. The computer was like, all right, no more. Dude, Crypto Billy gives another 50 memberships. Now we have 110 gifted memberships today. That's insanity. That is insanity. That is insanity. That means you guys gifted $500 to the channel today? That's insanity. Up 578% on my short. I love you. I love you. Using my entry price as support is rigged. You're the man, Billy. Dude. And wow, everyone is getting it in right now. And I didn't turn off the, we overloaded the API. Like, dude, developer gifted 20 memberships. This is out of control. Yo, you guys are crazy. This is crazy. Yo, this is insane. I've never seen this before. Has anyone ever seen this? 130 gifted memberships on a channel? I'm happy to be here with you. That's what makes me happy after all. And it is Labor Day. I'm working on Labor Day. right? So you got to give me a little bit of credit. And we hit the short. We called it to the downside. We called this other short that's continuing to the downside. I have been spot on for Bitcoin literally for 10 days straight. I made like one wrong call. This is insane. Dude, I hope everyone gets one. Everyone should be green here. If everyone's not green, we got a problem. I mean, that's not true. We have 646 people. There's not enough to go around, right? But there's a lot of people that were already green, though. Let's just see how many people we can get green today. This is out of control, guys. I want to focus on the chart, but you guys are just making me love life so much. Yes! And everyone's like, why are you in such a good mood, Sam? Because I have the greatest people in my life always doing amazing things for me. We got a problem. Yo, this is out of control. The chat, like YouTube's going to wonder what's happening. The chat rate is at 136. The chat rate is out of control. YouTube's never seen engagement like this. It's like, this guy creates engagement. You guys are making the algorithm's wondering what's going on with us. They've never seen such ridiculousness. They're like, what is going on here? So look, the 1 minute has a little bit of bullish div here, attempting to fight off the bears. Okay? Slight higher low there. If you're still in the short from last night, I would personally take some profit look for re-entry, but I mean, the 4 hour is coming for you, though. And when the 4 hour is curving aggressively like that, just aggressive stochastics, man. Aggressive stochastics. And say, here's the trade still open from last night with the perfect entry we discussed with the high stochastic at 60. I mean, it could be up 66%. Who knows? Wow, man. Everyone keep gifting them. Grab memberships. Hit that green box. I want to be green, please. There's probably one for you, man. We have 100 and yo, he just gave another 20. This is out of control. This is out of control. Oh my God, man. This is crazy. I want to get in on this. Giver's gain. So 50 memberships is $200. So he gave 200, he gave 200, he gave 200. That's 600. 20 memberships is $80. Oh my God, yo, you guys are crazy. 10 memberships is $40. So it's $4 a membership. Dude, when you gave 50, you gave 200 bones. This is out of control. Now I know. Well, I guess I gotta ape in too, right? I gotta join the party. I mean, giver's gain. Let's go for the 50, right? Let's go for the 50. Let me put my money where my mouth is, just like y'all. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Maybe I can't buy my own. Let's see. No, I just gifted 50 lifer memberships too. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I love y'all. Let's do this. This is insane. Hey, I gave it right back. See? I got it. I gave it right back. I didn't hit the 40. I didn't hit the 80. I hit that 200, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Shout out to everybody here on the live. How do I get a membership? Love the green. I've never seen the chat like this. 123 chat rate. It's out of control. Dude. Yo, I've never done that before. This is awesome. I feel so good to give, man. I'd rather give membership to the trading group, but you know, we'll do that too. We'll throw someone in there today. We'll throw someone in the green. I'm going to pick whoever took a green that's not in the trading group. If you're green and you're not in the trading group, put a 33 in the chat. Oh, the chat. Oh my God, look, we overloaded the chat. It turned black. If you're green and you're not in the trading group, put 33. Put a 33. I'm going to look for all the 33s that are green. I'm going to pick somebody and throw you in there. You can't be in the trading group. All right. Wow, look at this, man. The demand for the group, is this insane? Like, this is crazy. Oh, I see something interesting there. I'm trying to pick a name, but it's like Carrie Weldon. Carrie Weldon. Please email my team. Email cryptolifers@gmail. We're going to go to your channel here. See your name here. Carrie Weldon. You have been chosen. All right. 3682. Email my team, cryptolifers@gmail. I hope you're not a bot. I hope you're a real person. Email cryptolifers@gmail to jump on in. I never thought today was going to get lit like this. This is insane. Did everyone get did all the memberships get given away? I don't even know. What happens if they don't get given away? Do they sit in do they come back for the next stream? And Paul Bland, man. Paul Blart. Yeah, Paul Blart was like, yeah. He was like, I think you were thinking of Paul Blart. Yeah. Still gray, right? I'm not a bot. Did she answer back? I can't believe all the love. This is crazy. Look at my 33s, man. Y'all, are you doing this for Labor Day? What's going on, man? Is this just God blessing me? That gonna make me cry, man. Like, dang, man. My aunt died last night, or I found out my aunt died last night. Y'all are just blessed people, man. Thank you so much. Dear Lord, thank you for everything you've given me in my life. Thank you for this ability to influence and to be here on YouTube. Thank you to have so many people share my love and my positive energy. Thank you for people to listen to my crazy TA that I created with my moving averages in my mind. Thank you so much for everything, dear Lord. I could not ask for anything better in my whole life. Like, thank you. You have showered me with so much. I cried tears of joy for Allah. I cried tears of joy for Allah. Allah Akbar, man. Salam alaikum. Alhamdulillahi. Alhamdulillahi, man. Like, I just keep hearing the sound and it's bugging me out. My aunt died, like my dad died, like I went through so much. I went through so much in the last 5 months, guys and girls. I had so many mornings I woke up depressed out of my mind or just wondering why I was waking up. I look at the charts and I told myself to stay disciplined, and I'd say if you can work out today, you can clear your mind, you can make it happen. And I stayed motivated and I kept pushing and you guys kept coming and it just never stopped. It never stopped, man. It never stopped. Ah, man. You guys, man, turned me into a gosh damn crybaby, man. You know what I mean? Everybody should be green. Everybody should be green. Why aren't you green? 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 R. Koser. Everybody here on the live that's jumping on in, why aren't you green? All right, 11:15. We're about to show you something that's going to blow your mind. All right? Are you ready for I don't think you're ready for this. All right? And I'm going to switch it up to some I think I'm going to switch it up to some trap, man. Should we just change up the music? I don't know how, like, house music turns into this. You know? Kind of goes well with, like, the fact that all right. Why ain't I green? Turn on your gifts, everybody. All right, so if you're just coming into the channel, Crypto Billy gave 50 members. You know, it started off with a $10 from my man AYS. Then he gave 50. Then Crypto Billy gave 50. Then Crypto Billy gave 20. Then Developer gave 20. Then I gave 50. So there's 50. There's like 100. There's like 300 memberships out here. There's 656 people. You should be green. 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 Why aren't you green? Why aren't you green? Yeah, we covered FLR. It was horrible, man. You should be green. 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 Oh my God, this is ridiculous, man. Stop it. This is insanity. What are you trying to do to me? And Crypto Billy gives another, like, this is just like, I don't know if we have he's going to turn the entire YouTube channel green. Like, he's like, no, like, I refuse to see a white name in the chat. I want to hear the noise the whole entire time. Insanity. Look, Bitcoin bouncing right back up. False move Monday so far. Let's take a look at what's happening in the charts. It's a nice short, though. All right. The 1 hour getting very, very oversold. The 1 minute did get that bullish div. It did break out. We got the break, and then we got another break back with a higher low because it was bullish divergence. Watch. I know you don't believe me. Watch this. I'm going to blow your mind. I'm going to blow your mind. And then I'm going to show you that thing I want to talk about. Here's the 21 because price had to leave it. Here's like the 50. Here's the 80, the 100. And the 200 is probably somewhere here. And we're about to come touch it, right? Oh my God, look at that. I wasn't that far off, but you see what I mean? You left the 21, and now you're going to pump back to where? The 200 SMA. It's the same trick. And look, that's an Adam and Eve double bottom there. You see it? So crazy. But it's okay. Just let's look at our key levels now. Let's take away our moving averages and let's slow it down. I mean, I can't. You guys are making me feel so euphoric. It's hard to focus on the charts. Which don't mind. I'm not blaming you. I'm so happy. I'm not complaining. It's just like, whoa, like. I'm going to go to bed tonight and wonder, like, what, like, why would I stop doing this? Why would I stop going live? You guys make, you take the reward system, which I created in my life, and you make it so rewarding to do this every day. Everyone's like, why are you so consistent? Why do you show up every day? Because listen to the sound. That's why. You know what I mean? Like, wouldn't you? You would do the same thing too. If you had built something from scratch where no one knew you, and you started from the depths of hell in depression, if your channel had been taken from you and you did everything you could to make it happen, and then you were at this place after almost 1,000 days straight of live streaming, and since 2019, 4 years of my life dedicated to this channel every single day, like, man, this is what it's all about. So look, we're looking for the bearish retest. Again, either of this level or of this level. If Bitcoin can get back inside here, fine. It breached the channel right way, but you're still looking for the bearish retest. Some people may still be in the short, depending. The 4 hour's not done dumping yet. So the smaller time frames are going to have to get you back above a previous resistance. 15-minute is now below the 200 SMA. You're going to have to flip back above that to even begin to, I wouldn't touch a long. You could scalp long, but I wouldn't be happy with a strong long until we flip this 200 SMA. All right. There's some liquidity up here that got built in. It's at 26,300 maybe, you know. $26.3. But 25.5 is closer, so it almost suggests that we go lower here, then we may stay in the abyss at 25.4. And then we may come back up to 26.3. I'm getting some mixed signals. Look at that, 33333 on Caspa. It's the triple threes. So, and then it left. But that was crazy. Anyway, back to BOOKMAP. BOOKMAP, link in the description below if you want to get into BOOKMAP. And also where we trade. Where do we trade, everybody? We trade here on MEXC. All right? Join the trading group. Hit the Discord here. Join MEXC. Or join the Facebook group. Also, someone's getting $150 in BTC right now. Unbelievable. All right. Here is the giveaway. I don't want to use it. Here is the person that won $150 in Bitcoin. His name was Brandon Tug Vitality. He was able to, he told people about the trading group, and he posted it back to the group. And my team picked you, man. Brandon Tug Vitality. Thank you so much for being here. God bless you for being in the live stream. 655 people on the live, 461 likes, $12 in chat revenue, 262 new members. So let's see, 50, 50, 50, 50, 200, 20. Yeah, we may have filled out the quota. 262 members. It hasn't changed yet. Let me refresh the page because it hasn't changed from 262. 262 members. Unbelievable. We all gave together. Oh yeah, he gave another 50 again just recently. This is insane. Let's look at fan funding here. $55. Thank you so much. TRY. That must be a currency I don't know, right? Appreciate that, brother. And he also gave a super chat. Board Type Crow always gave, man. You were giving thousands of dollars when my dad died. I'll always remember that. God bless you, brother. It's the nicest thing you ever did to anyone. GF Burke, God bless you, brother. Wow. 1 membership, 10 memberships. Funny, it doesn't show the Crypto Billy stuff in the fan funding. Or does it? No, but it shows it up here. And it looks like we're going to hear that sound till the end of time here. You know? Look at that massive move off the divergence right back to the upside here. And they close out the shorts. All the people that didn't take profit. It's crazy. And that's why when you're leverage trading, I learned the hard way. You got to learn how to take profits, man. And you got to always move that stop loss into break even. They will chew your account through if you don't move your stop loss to break even, right? Look, the 7-minute oversold, right? There's a little divergence here. That's moving up. We found the divergence on the 1-minute time frame. Adam and Eve double bottom broke on out. Look at that Adam and Eve, right? But right now you are getting a resistance at 29,050, trying to get back inside the pattern again here for Bitcoin. It does propose that you made a higher low there. So now, look, low, high, higher low. Can you put in a higher high? Which means if you came back down, we would long the higher low. So this is kind of how you want to trade. You want to see the higher high get put in. Then you're going to look for the long somewhere here on the higher low. Or you know what I mean? You don't know exactly where, but you want to keep trend in the back of your mind at all times. When ETH hits 1,000, I'm going to buy one and gift it to you later next year. Hey, man, God bless you. Thank you for saying that. Don't do things don't ever say you're going to do something and not do it. No, because one guy was like, I made $1 million off Sam's trade. He's like, I'm going to give him 50 grand. Like, he kept saying it for days in the trading group. He's like, I'm giving Sam 50,000. And he never gave me the 50,000. You know what I mean? I didn't care, but for a second, I thought he was really rich. And I was like, I believe anything is possible. He's like, Sam, I can't wait to send you your 50 grand, bro. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, and I don't do this. I don't want your money. You know what I mean? Maybe we could donate the one ETH to charity. How's that? You know what I mean? You give it to me, and then I'll gift it away. Whenever someone gives me something, I just like to gift it away. You know what I mean? Because I hustle so hard. The gift is Aloy by clicking join the channel on the 3 dots on top. Yeah, there's gifts out here. Just nailed that long. I bought at the Adam and Eve double bottom. Stephen Wood, I'm so happy that you learned that. Amazing. Crypto Billy is a legend. He supports so many people in the space, man. But remember, we got to hold candles above this resistance. This is a resistance now. And if we can't get back inside the pattern, expect, a turn. Givers gain. Much love, baby. Every time, man. Every single time. Shout out to everybody here on a beautiful Labor Day. Okay. I'm going to break down my secrets thing that I found that I've never shown anybody. Or I haven't shown people in a while. I don't want to be facetious. What time frame do I show this on is the question. I can't believe how we're going to hear that the whole show. It's insane. But thank you so much. The love is so real. The energy is so real. You guys are amazing. Okay, so we're going to go to like the daily time frame or even the 4-hour time frame for Bitcoin. Watch this. I'm going to show you something that's going to blow your mind. I'm going to take away the moving averages. We're also going to get to the Dow Jones. We're going to show you the Euro USD. Number one thing I want to show you guys that I showed my trading group real quick is how correlated Euro USD is to Bitcoin. Here's Euro USD if we go to like the 3-day chart. It's like a mini version of it. We had the divergence. We came up and we made the three hills, right? If you look at it with nothing else on it. And if you look at Bitcoin, we had the divergence, the three hills. These things are identical, and you can put them side by side, right? This is not what I'm going to show you. I'm just getting you ready. I'm getting you excited to get your mind open to something that's going to blow your mind. Stay tuned for this. This is going to blow your mind. Just give me a minute here. But look, here's the divergence. Here's the hill. Here's the second hill. Here's the third hill. Euro just looks a little better, but look, if Euro beats up, if we get this pump up on the dollar, Bitcoin gets this pump up, and we get a double bottom on the weekly. It's clear as day. Look, we got the pump on Euro, pump on Bitcoin. We got the pump on Euro, pump on Bitcoin. We got the pump on Euro, pump on Bitcoin. So if you're trading Forex, you're trading Bitcoin USD. You know what I mean? In a nutshell. Look, us getting rejected again by 25,900. Don't fall for the false moves. All right. Anyway, let's get back to brass tacks here. I just wanted to show you the correlation between Euro, and I was showing my team this the other day. All right. So anyway, let's get to Bitcoin all-time history index. Watch this. This is going to give you the heebie-jeebies. Might even want to bring the music down for this because I want it to be real serious. All right, everyone, look at this. The market makers move in a creepy algorithm. All right. I found the algorithm and I've watched it over time. Let me show you. All right. What they do is they make a rising wedge. Okay. And then they break you down to a double bottom. And I put the double bottom yellow here, like so. Where they then move you again to a rising wedge. See? And then they move you down into a double bottom. Bear with me. Now, sometimes the leg is higher, sometimes the leg is lower. Okay? All right? Are you paying attention? Watch this. It's the same algorithm over and over again. They make a rising wedge. They make a double bottom. All right? They make a rising wedge here. They make a double bottom. Now you're going to be like, I don't get it fully. Watch. Stay with me. They make a rising wedge here. They make a double bottom. They do this over and over again on every single asset in the world. This is the key. They do it over and over again on every asset in the world. They do rising wedges. They make a double bottom. They do it over and over again. You can see it everywhere. You can see it all the time. You can see it on every asset in the world. You can see it on small time frames, big time frames, little time frames. You know? It's not always perfect, but you'll identify it over time. It is there. Watch. Remember when I used to see this here too? And we can go little, we can go big, we can go everywhere. And you're going to see it over and over and over and over again. Now, in bearish times, it could fall, right? Look, you got to almost look at smaller time frames now. We're not done yet because you're not convinced. You're like, I don't get it. I don't see what he's saying, right? And specifically, watch this too. We're going to get back to the uptrend for Bitcoin. Bear with me. Yo, keep hitting the membership, everybody, please. There's so many memberships to go around. I guess we got like 320. We may not hit the quota yet. It says 262 members, but I know that number hasn't changed yet. So either the thing got broken or, you know. So here it is again. Ready? Check this out. This will blow your mind. All right? So here. You make a rising wedge here, double bottom. You make a rising wedge here, double bottom. Okay. You make a rising wedge here, double bottom to get out of the hole, right? And then look at all these. They do the same thing over and over again. Here's a rising wedge that goes into a double bottom, breaks out. So crazy. It like happens over and over again to the point of no return. Like they just hide it. Like, you know what I mean? And they do it on big time frames, they do it on small time frames, and they do it on every asset in the world. There's a double bottom. Look, there's the double bottom there, even though it was weird. All right. Now, I'm not saying like, oh, like you could trade this every 5 seconds, but you can recognize this pattern. And this is how they do it every time. It's the same thing. It's just bugging me out. And there's the double bottom. So basically, it's the rising wedge into the double bottom. All right. And you're like, well, they only do it on Bitcoin then, right? Like, it's not on Forex. It's not on the Euro, right? It's on everything in the world. Like, it's crazy. And it's on small time frames, big time frames. Let's zoom into the 15-minute. Let's zoom into the 15-minute here and take a look at the 15-minute, right? It's the same. It's absolutely absurd. There's the rising wedge. We come for a double bottom. You'll see it, and then you'll break on out. Here's the rising wedge here. You come for the double bottom, right? And you break on out. It's just, it goes on for days, like, and it does it over and over again. Now, sometimes the double bottom's just more twisted and jaded, but you will see it. You will see it. You know. Now, support and resistance comes into play, and there's other things over time, but this just bugs me out. All right. Now, if you look at let's look at like the 12-hour for Bitcoin, and look at when we started to make our move to the upside in the last bull run, right? Here it is again, look. And it's bigger and smaller. There's the rising wedge. We came for the double bottom. It'll be some type of wacky W, like every time. So then if you look at Bitcoin on the weekly or the monthly, right? Look, when we did it here, there's the double bottom there. It's not easy to see, but you go back maybe to the 7-hour, or let's see, maybe in the 2-week. You have a rising wedge, double bottom. The bottom could be lower or higher. Like, that's something that's like controversial. So now when I delete all this, like, you need the rising wedge, right? And then Bitcoin needs the what? The double bottom, right? I mean, that's it does the same, and it could be higher or lower, you know? So this isn't like, oh, unbelievable, but this is just what it does. It makes a rising wedge, and then it makes a double bottom. Like, it does it on every single time frame. It does it on, and then I looked at the Dow Jones one day, and I was like, no, right? And I was like, Dow Jones does the same thing. Like, because price action can only move in so many segments of time. All right? So here you are again. You'll get a rising wedge in the Dow Jones. And again, this is very, you know, I'm giving you just, but there's the double bottom, right? Here's the rising wedge here again. There's the double bottom, all right? Here's the rising wedge here. There's the double bottom, all right? Here's the rising wedge here. There's the double bottom. And you could see this all the time, over and over again. It's a used algorithm that some dude is using over and over again. He brings the price back to the beginning of the wedge and makes a double bottom. Look at this. I mean, like, what do you think of this? Is this insanity or what? Is this absolute insanity or what? Look, it does it over and over again. Like, it just, find it everywhere. There's the rising wedge. It came down to the double bottom, man. I sat one day and did this for 4 hours on multiple assets until my hand hurt. I'm obsessive compulsive, like, you know what I mean? And I got goosebumps, and I started to freak out. And I started to be like, what the hell? Here's the rising wedge, the double bottom. Like, it is so insane, right? Like, anyway, so I started seeing that this thing came from everywhere, over and over again, right? And pretty insane. Let's bring back the music for a split second here, but that's something that I revealed to myself over time. And again, I can make it even look more clear to you, but you'll see it. You will see this all in every asset in the world. Like, we could go look at euro dollar, right? We could look at anything we want. All right? And we could look at it on the smaller time frame. Like, look, we can go to the 1 hour on euro dollar, which is smaller. And look, it's crazy, right? But here's your rising wedge. And you made a double bottom. You have to remember how much money they input into the market is where the market goes, right? So at the end of the day, like, there's probably a pattern to the way they put money into the market. Here's a rising wedge. It comes to what? And it can be wacky. It's not always going to be perfect, but you're going to see that weird W. Just going to happen. Like, it's small and it's big. It's big and it's small. It's everywhere. It's nuts. I see it all the time. Anyway. So let's take a look at the total market cap for all of cryptocurrency. These are key levels that we're going to want to be paying attention to. All right. You want to look at Bitcoin, but you also want to be looking at the total market cap. We got some levels marked out for you here. We're going to break it down. When in doubt, zoom out. 33 green me. Kelvin Tan. Fun. I have a good friend named Kevin Tam. And I was like, is that Kevin? And then I said, it's Kelvin Tan. It's his alter ego. Have you noticed that there's a falling wedge and double top that repeats the same way? Yes, very similar. Exactly, because that's back and forth. You just say, Jay Smith, because price action can be flipped either way. Stake was hacked for 41 million. Really? Lifer could find scared geometry in tree bark, man. Lifer could find sacred geometry in tree bark, man. Dude has real gifts. Much love, man. Shout out to Crypto Billy in the house, man. I love you. Thank you. So listen, you're with the kids, man. And you're still helping out the channel. You're the man, dude. He's on the pond right now with the kids, hanging out on the boat. Thank you so much for picking me. You're an inspiration, and we love you. You make us smile every day. We're looking forward to learning even more from you and this wonderful group. Carrie, we love you, and we appreciate your love, and we appreciate that you came in. And I'm so happy the algorithm delivered such a beautiful soul to my live stream today. And I'm so excited that everybody's here, and we're still strong. 666 people on the live, baby. Billy on the floaty. Funny. Was he on a floaty? No, he was on a boat, man. I think he was on a boat. It's all love, brother. Lots of emotion. Amen. No, he's on the boat, man. The kids are loving it, though. Crypto Billy, man. He's got it together, bro. I hope I'm there with my grandkids, loving life, getting into crypto, getting into something new, you know. Cooking in front of the TV. You can share it, Sam. Dude, he's so cool. Look at him. He's got that awesome day boat. Someone took me out on one of those when I was in Florida recently. The kid's just having a blast, man. He's being a granddad, loving life with the family. Loving life with the family, man. I want to be green too. 267 new members today. See if you can turn it on. We may have went through all the greenies though. We ripped through it. We ripped through the greens. Long me green, baby. God bless you, lifer. Sorry for your loss. Thank you, brother. Alex, got your green on. Funny. So if we lose this level, which we kind of did. Let me move this up. That was a key level right there. 1.03 trillion. And we're attempting to hold the trillion. There's one more level right here. See it? Where these two red candles, there's one right there. Now what I'm talking about is where this candle closed right there. And that's about 1.01. We lose that, it's 979. And then we lose the $1 trillion market cap. It's like so great when we got back above it and held it. And honestly, I still, there's still double bottom vibes here, until we make a solid low below the low. Which we right now the weekly is low, but it hasn't closed. Yeah. This new weekly candle will have to close right here below, which it is right now. Right? Yep. It is about to close below, but it doesn't mean it can't close green. All right. We got 6 days and 9 hours. I say we constantly rise in watchers. I'm now around 1 month here. Mostly every day I see we rise. Our community getting bigger and bigger day by day. Let's go, baby! Shout out to Cake Superstar in the house, man. Sammy Cup and Hattie, two. You're funny. Why would you say that? Is it inverted cup and handle for Bitcoin? Anyway, so you'll see that Bitcoin moves in these weird ways, all right, over time. New lifers, man. So many people here on the live. I appreciate you all for being on into the live stream with me. Remember, shout out to our amazing sponsors here, which is ITrust Capital. That's an IRA, right, which is pretty cool. And you can trade the crypto tax-free in there. They support the channel greatly. If you're going to open up an IRA, if you have an IRA, and if you like cryptocurrency, I firmly suggest, again, I'm not a financial advisor, but I firmly suggest that you do jump on in to ITrust Capital, man. ITrust Capital is the place to be, and I wouldn't associate with any other company. So take it from me, man. I wouldn't talk about a company that I didn't believe in. ITrust Capital, absolutely amazing. Sign up today. Find out about them. Link in the description or hit that QR code to ITrust Capital. All right. All right, let's get back into Bitcoin before we jump on out of here for the day. And wow, what is just kind of a crazy day today. It wasn't a super chat day. It was a day you all showered me with love. Like y'all gave me today. You really did. Y'all, you know what's, you didn't ask for 1,000 super chats. You really didn't. You just showered me with love, man. I'll remember today, man, forever, bro. I remember all these streams, but today's a special day. Today's a special day. So they tried to get the shorts out of the way, but they still hit a bearish retest, in my humble opinion. Bearish retest. And then look, the 1 hour is just out of control. Look at the wickage. And that's what you expect in low liquidity when the markets are closed. You're going to get up and down price action. But to me, if you look at the smaller time frame, it was just a bearish retest of 25,900, And now we're about to bearishly retest again. And look, we're hitting the top of the channel one more time like we're going to break on down. So the short is still open, never got stopped out. I got very close to break even at one point, but it did not. Now it's back in the money again. Volatile trading leverage would have definitely given you a bit of a heart attack there, up and down, I don't think I'm going to be trading today. I got to call my cousins and my aunt's dead, man, My mom's sister died, and my mom's going to have to come, and I'm going to have to go pick her up, and next couple of days I'm going to be doing a lot of different things for a lot of different family members. So, that's it. And my daughter also goes back to school. So it's going to be a fun, busy week of funerals and school and, great way to start the school year. You know what I mean? Anyway, BOOKMAP also still suggesting that we go lower. And now the liquidity that we had big and all scary up there, which was dark red, it is 26.3 still holding. It says we could still get a short squeeze to 26.3. They're kind of... I wish that wasn't there. It'd be more easy ride down. At the same time, 25,000 has been holding for days as the biggest level of liquidity for BTC. So I would remain short for Bitcoin because the 4 hour is just completely dominating the price action here. All right. You actually have a low, you have a high, you have a lower low. Expect a lower high and a lower low. Downtrend, right? 1 hour is an indecision. It's very oversold, but look what happened here. The 1 hour is right here. Look what happened. One of the biggest dumps came. So don't trust just because of the 1 hour. The bigger time frames will give you the bigger time frames and support and resistance. The smaller time frames are just to execute the timing of scalps, in my humble opinion. All right. And I'm going to jump on into the news real quick and take care of that before I jump on out of here today. Shout out to the 652 beautiful souls on the live, 533 likes. Thank you for all the new members. Thank you for everyone jumping on in. You've made my day an amazing day. I'm going to work so hard in the trading group. I'm going to keep scanning, keep looking, keep fighting for each and every one of you. I want everyone to feel the love that I feel. And honestly, I wouldn't be here and I wouldn't have gotten the love if I didn't follow my dreams. And if I didn't discipline myself, if I went and got drunk every day, if I did whatever I wanted, I never would have had this beautiful day of gratitude with each and every one of you. So, because I went after what I love to do in my life, I'm able to share this great time with each and every one of you. But it didn't come free. It came from hard work, right? And it came from discipline. And I just want to make that clear, and to even realize it to myself. Betting platform Stake sees over $15 million in suspicious funds outflow. On-chain analysts detected suspicious outflows on the betting platform Stake. Nearly $15 million has been moved, including 6,000 Ether and $5.9 million in stable coins. On-chain analysis Cyber said it detected multiple suspicious transactions on the crypto-based betting platform. About $15 million was transferred away from the platform, consisting of 6,000 ETH. Suspects that the irregular activity may be related to a security vulnerability affecting the platform's wallet. Yikes. So crazy, right? Stake getting an issue there. Coincidence too, right? I'm not going to say it, but, whatever, Grayscale's legal win versus SEC. I'm not saying anything. Dog, I didn't say it. I just don't say you didn't think it too. And I'm not saying I didn't think that's what happened. I'm just thinking, I wonder if anyone else will think that's an interesting coincidence. That's all. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? I'm green with envy, someone said. Neil Walker. A lot of the sports bettors use Bovada instead of Stake. I don't know. It's just weird, right? I don't know. Grayscale's legal wins versus SEC makes spot Bitcoin ETF approval more likely. JP Morgan. So for the SEC to defend its denial of Grayscale's proposal to convert GBTC into an ETF, it would have to withdraw its previous approval of future-based Bitcoin ETFs, which is unlikely. It's more unlikely that the Security and Exchange Commission will be forced to approve the spot Bitcoin ETF exchange fund applications from several asset managers after a federal court ruled that the regulator must review. That's going to be in mid-October, so we'll probably have to go through a tough September, and then everything will kind of make. Is Mike H watching? You're so funny. Don't be a coincidence theorist. You're funny. There's no coincidence, only code. That code was written to rip you off. Thanks for Alex for the gift and Sam for the great stream. Shout out to Michael Olin. The most important element of the Grayscale versus SEC court ruling was that the denial by the SEC was arbitrary and capricious because the commission failed to explain its different treatment of similar products. You can't just do... See? They got caught up. Gary didn't do his due diligence. Gary should have said, well, all these other cases went this. We can't just say that. But they probably didn't scrape enough. And eventually enough of the lawyers and enough people got together and they said, listen, you said yes to... It's like that whole thing. You never seen people getting kicked out of the restaurant because of their sneakers, but then he points out a girl wearing the same sneakers and he's like, listen, she's got the same sneakers I got on. One time I saw the girl literally had the exact same shoes. She was wearing Air Force Ones. He was wearing Air Force Ones. She had walked in with a bunch of people looking nicer. They probably didn't say much, and then she kind of had her shoes on. But the point of the story, the guy was saying, you can't kick me out if she's wearing the same shoes as me, period, right? Similar kind of thing here with the SEC. You can't you can't say whatever is truth whenever you want. There has to be some basis to it. Australia Senate committee rejects crypto bill from opposition Senator Andrew Bragg. So, wow, the Australia Senate committee rejects the crypto bill from the opposition senator. Bragg said Labor government has put regulating crypto in the slow lane. Australian Senate Economic Legislation Committee rejected the digital assets regulation bill introduced by opposition Senator Andrew Bragg, recommending instead that the government continue to consult with industry on development of fit for purpose. Yeah, they're doing the same thing. Don't let the people win. They do not want to give the people power. Blockchain and this would give the people power. They are afraid to give the people power, especially at a time like now where they're starting to lose a lot of their power. And you can see it happening right in front of us all. So that's the news for you today. Bitcoin's still struggling here to get back above 25.9. The short is still in power to me, in my humble opinion. The 4 hour still pushing to the downside, likely to pin that 1 hour until the 4 hour comes back down and gets oversold. I do believe we will see, the charts convey, we will have more downside. Everybody, join my Discord today. You would have had a Bitcoin update every single morning. I give you everything I have. I don't take a day off. I became a millionaire. I changed my life. I want you to do the same. I know you can. I know you will. I know you're going to do something big with your life, just like I'm beginning to. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. We just got started. Our 1,000 days. We're going to put in another 1,000 days. And every single day, man, consistency. 1% of the world is the richest because 1% of the world is consistent, baby. You just got to be more consistent than 99% of the other people. And you're going to make it like you wouldn't believe. We're going to teach you how to do it. We're going to teach you how to create that consistency. If you're depressed, if you're on, some type of substance, we're going to help you find your push, find your positive energy, find your inspiration. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. I am super, super inspired today by this live stream. Thank you so much for joining me. I can't wait to see y'all tomorrow. I might even live stream tonight because this was so amazing. So God bless you all. You never know when I'll be back. Watch me in the Discord. I do have to be around family today and do some things. And then we got to set up the funeral and the wake and find out what's going on. I don't know what happens when, so we'll figure that all out. Just buried my dad. It's going to be like a repeat. 5 months later, all the same people, probably at the same funeral home, saying the same thing. So, it's bringing back the funeral of my father pretty hard too. It's making me realize, and may God rest Maureen's soul. I love my aunt and I love my whole family. Everybody, thank you so much for bringing me up, for bringing my spirits to a place I never thought possible. Thank you for everything. My gratitude is my attitude. I appreciate you all so much more than you would ever know. And I just words cannot fully express my gratitude to each and every one of you. I'll see you later tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow and I'll see you today in the Discord. God bless you all. Lifers, I got nothing to say, man. Thank you so much. I'm going to go hug my wife and kids. God bless you all. Thank you so much for everything. I'll see you later on.